into an existing account, you'll choose your broker, type in their name. It'll pull up live and demo server for your even data window. And then what you want to do is come into colors and customize the chart so it looks how you want it to look. So if you want your background black, if you want your up bars green, your down bars red, you would come in here and customize this color chart to your liking until your chart looks something like that. Now, all the way to the left here, you have your quotes tab, which is going to bring you to where the currencies are. You'll see the ask and sell price. If you're interested in trading a pair that's not listed here, you'll just hit the plus button. If you have LMFX like me, it'll say Forex miners up here at the top, and that's where the rest of your pairs are. If you want to add one of these, you just select it and it gets added to the list. You'll scroll down to the bottom to find it, and you can even customize the order they're in by hitting the pencil button, and you can drag these up and down to where you want them to be. Now, your chart option, it's going to show you, hopefully you're looking at candlesticks like me. You'll be able to select a time frame here so you can look at the chart in different time frames. H1 simply means each candlestick represents 60 minutes or 1 hour. If you come over here to the 30-minute chart, now every bar represents 30 minutes, so it's going to look a little bit different. By analyzing different time frames, you're able to trade with different objectives, like long-term trades, short-term trades. A scalper is what you consider a short-term trader, and they're going to be trading on the lower time frames, where swing traders or long-term traders who might look to trade over a month's frame or a couple weeks or so, they're going to be trading up here on the higher time frames. So come to the trade screen. This is how you will place a trade. You can either select new order from the pair, or you can come over here and add a new order and just simply select the pair that you want to trade by hitting the money sign. Boom. Let's say I want to do USD JPY, for instance. Now you'll see when you hit this button up here, you're going to have 5 different options to place your order. Market execution is going to go through immediately. Buy limit, say you expect the price to reverse. Limit orders always change directions, so on a buy limit order, you're looking for the price to come down to a certain point. Your entry point would be below the current price. So let's say you set your entry point at 110.50. Once it hit 110.50, it's going to execute the buy, start going in the opposite direction like you predicted it to. Sell limit, the exact opposite. You'll set your entry point up here below the price, above the price. Once it hits 110.53, if that's your entry point, it's going to execute a sell, and you'll start going down in the opposite direction. Now your stop orders continue in the same direction. So let's say I'm waiting for the price to hit 110.52 up here and then keep going. I do a buy stop, hit my entry point up here, and then as soon as it hits 110.525, I'm in a buy, execute it. It's going up. Same thing for sell stop. I place my entry point down here, 110.520. Once it hits that, it's going to execute a sell, hopefully keep going down for the profit. Now for example purposes, I'm going to use a market execution order. I'm not going to place this because I haven't done any research. I haven't checked the charts to see what is a good entry, if this is a good buy or sell. But the first thing I'm going to do is select my lot size, and you do that by your stop loss and your risk management skills. So let's say I have $100 in my account right now. I want to risk 5% of my account. So I'm only going to risk $5 at any point in time. 0.01 you see here is basically 10 cents per pip. So I know if I set this at 0.01 and I can risk $5, I can do 10 of these trades at 10 pips each on the stop loss. That's going to be $1 per trade and a total of $5 risk. Your stop loss is this red line right here. So whatever you put here on this red line, if the price reaches that, it's going to close out. And you're going to either take whatever profit you have at that point in time, or you're going to take whatever you lose at that point in time. So what you will want to do with this, right now the price is at 110.521. If I want to set my stop loss at 10 pips, like I said, with the 10 cents per pip lot size, where I would lose $1 on this trade, worst case scenario, I'm going to set my stop loss at 110.42 if it's a buy, because 110.42 is 10 pips below the current price. Now this is a JPY pair, so the pip is considered the first and second number after the decimal, which is why I said 0.42. So if I move this down, let me use my other hand so you can see it. This is going down by pipettes every time I hit that down button. Now we down to 48. Now we down to 47 pips. Now we down to 46 pips. All the way down to 110.42. Oh, I went too far. Oh no, I didn't. I'm at 43. All the way down to 110.42. 4 to be exact, as you can see there. This would be exactly 10 pips below the current price, which would be a 10 pip stop loss. So with a 0.01 worst case scenario, I'm losing $1 on this trade. A 0.1 is $1 per pip. So worst case scenario now, I'm losing $10 on this trade. If I go down to a 0.05, that's 50 cents per pip. Now worst case scenario, I'm losing $5 on this trade, and so on and so forth. Now if I was bold enough to trade a 1.0, which is $10 per pip, now I'm risking $100 on this same trade. But all I have to do is gain 10 pips and I'm $100 in profit. When you're trading all the way down here at 0.01 like you will as a beginner, 10 pips is only going to be $1, which is not very exciting for profit, but at the same time you can only lose $1. This is how you properly manage your risk. Stop blowing your account and losing too much money. Figure out what 5% is, or a good risk percentage. Only risk that at any point in time. So now I'm going to show you the green line, which is your take profit. If I have my stop loss set for 10 pips, I need my take profit set for at least 20. Now this is called a 2.0 gain loss ratio. I'm aiming to gain twice the amount of pips I expect to lose. So if I was to set that at 15 on the stop loss, I'm setting the take profit for 30 pips. But right now it's set at 10. So just like before, now I'm going to press the up sign. I'm going to go all the way to 110.64, because you see the sell price over there is 110.54. That's what's called the spread. What's in between goes to the broker. So let me bump this up to 6.4. And now we're looking at a 10 pip take profit. So on this trade I would make $1. On this trade I'm making $10. On this trade I'm making $100. So it's just basic math. How much am I gonna lose? How much am I gonna make? Is what I'm aiming to make twice what I would possibly lose. You do that 5 to 10 times a day. Even if you lose on more trades than you win, you will still profit. All you need is a good couple trades at a proper stop, at a proper take profit, and you're good to go.